Who is writing our life story? Is that God or the universe? There is a destiny that's already written, so no matter what we want in life, that destiny will happen to us. Have you ever thought about this? I have. I was thinking, like, what if I want to do something, but my destiny is something else, so God will pull me back, or something will happen to me because that is written. But think twice. I started to think about, like, okay, if I believe in God, and I do, then God also said He gave us free will. If we have a free will, then that's absolutely against God to write our destiny. Yes, there is maybe a plan. God can have a really great plan for us. God gave us talent, so God wants us to use it, right? But still, we have a free will. We can decide if we use this talent, if we use our desire to create something big, or we can decide we just don't do anything. So imagine this. When you're born, a book appears. And every single day, a new page pop in. At the beginning, you are not able to write into your book, so somebody else starting writing in your book. Who is that person? Who are those people? Maybe your parents, maybe your grandparents, maybe the people around you who raised you. They start to write into your book. But this is your book, and you are the author of your life. At the beginning, somebody else writing in your book, and you are not able to do anything with it. But as you have more responsibility, as you have more decision to make, you start to write into your book. When you are a little bit bigger, you decide if you want to study, if you don't want to study, if you like sport or not, and you do something or not. And everything is written in your book. Every single decision you make and the consequences all written into your book. So the question again, who is writing your book? Maybe when you get older, you give your pen out to someone else. Or maybe somebody's stolen your pen and start to scrap something in your book. Maybe something really bad. Maybe something really bad things happen to you. It's called the chapter Childhood Traumas. But what can you do? This is your story, this is your book, and somebody violated the book. Somebody did something against you. The good news is, if you're still alive, the new page appeared today. So you can think about what kind of stories do I have into my book? Do I like the stories that is written in my book so far? What kind of stories and chapters do I have in my own book? Are they happy stories, uplifting stories, or like horror stories, really like traumatic stories? What are the stories? Are you happy with the life you live so far? And you feel uplifted and you feel like this is a successful story, this book is amazing? When you feel like is this so nasty and just I hate it, it's so much bad things happened to me and I didn't want that, but somebody just took my pen and they just messed my beautiful book up. If this is the case, the good news is there are more pages in your book. If you are still alive, you can take your pen back, you can take your responsibility back, and you can start to write your own book. You cannot change what is in your book so far because that's already written, that's already happened. But the next pages that will appear in your book, you can change it the way you want it. You can create an amazing, beautiful life story. How would you like your story to end? If you know how would you like your story to end, you can start to write new chapters. You can start to write something amazing into your book. Yes, you can use the past stories to create a better one. You can change it, just like in movies. Just like in different stories, they can absolutely change everything. So just think about what kind of characters or who are in your book. Do you like those characters or do you hate it? Do you like the life, your career, your health? Do you like your emotional life or intellectual life? What is in your book? Your personality? If not, take your pen and start to write something else in your book. Start to imagine big things. Start to imagine what you want in life and who you want to become. The story that is in your book is absolutely up to you to change it. You cannot change the past as I mentioned, but you can change your future. How can you do it? With your decisions. Every single decisions you make have consequences. And you can start to make better decisions today. If you make the same decisions, if you have the same personality as was yesterday and previously in this book, your story will end the same way. Nothing can change in your life. Your life from now, if you make the same decisions, will be the same. And you will reliving your life over and over and over again. There will be a pattern and your book will be quite boring. But if you want the adventurous and the successful story, you can take your pen back, no matter who's stolen that, and you can create an amazing book. You can create your amazing future, amazing life. Are you ready to take your power back? Are you ready to take your pen back and start to create an amazing life? Are you ready to break out from your hamster wheel? Are you ready to change the characters in your book? Because you can do this. Maybe some characters are there, like your parents, grandparents, but basically you can decide how many times they appear in your book. Your life is your responsibility. You cannot blame anyone else to stolen your pen. I was there, so is no judging here. But I came out from an abusive relationship and I started to write an amazing story in my book. I started to write what I want in my life and what I don't, and created my chapters day by day according to my desire. Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to change your story? Because how your story will end is absolutely up to you. If you are ready to create a better future and you need maybe help, I'm here to help you. You can contact me and I will be here with you to create a best possible future and the best possible story for you. See you soon.